In the book of Philippians, the Apostle Paul gives us a pattern or a template for how to ask for money, how to fundraise in a biblical way. In the book of Philippians, he thanks the Philippians for their support for him, but then he hastens to add that he's not angling for the gift, he's not grasping after the money. He rather wants the benefit that will come to them as a result of the giving. So the two things we can take from this, that when you're asking for money for ministry, one of the things you ought to do is just go straight up the middle, not use manipulation or trickery or any kind of what I call blood on the envelope appeal. It ought to be, there's a ministry here that we think is worthy of your support if God leads you to support it, and here's how you can give. That's one element. And the second element that you see in Paul's financial dealings is he understands how self-serving that kind of fundraising appeal might look. So he hastens to add, look, we're not asking you to give to this ministry of ministering to rich people who have a resort in the Bahamas or whatever. You know, I want you to know that the money that you donate is being used in a God-honoring way and is being used to enable us to give. So when we're asking you all to give, we want to do it because we have demonstrated that we are interested in giving, and your giving enables us to give. So those are the two basic elements. The fundraising should be honest, non-manipulative, straight up the middle. That's the one thing. And the other thing is that there should be, the person who's asking for funds should be aware of how this could be bad, or it might look bad. And I don't want you to I don't want you to take this as a sort of a televangelist appeal. And that's a good example of just the way televangelist has worked its way into our national vocabulary as someone who's good at squeezing money out of people who are perhaps more gullible than they ought to be. With that said, we'd like to ask you to consider supporting Canon Wired. Here are a few statistics to help you think about this. We've been putting video clips up for a couple of years now, and during those couple of years, we've had 500,000 plays. All right, so roughly 500,000 video plays. We have between 10 and 15,000 video plays a month, and we have thus far produced about 800 video clips. We're trying to push the Reformed faith into the corners. We're trying to answer the questions that you all send in, and we're trying to make this content available for free. But as you know, when we give this content free, we're trying to make content available. We're trying to spread it around. We're trying to make it extend it as far as we can, and we want a minimal amount of friction. We don't want to have people pay for what they're watching. We want to just give it away. So we would love to give more away. We would love to have not 500,000 video plays, but we'd love to have 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. The charge made against the early Christians was that they had filled Jerusalem with their teaching, and we would like to do our part in filling up the internet with quality biblical discussion and content. So in order to enable us to give this content away, we'd like to ask you to consider giving to us to enable us to do that. As you give to this project, the money you give will be turned right around, and we will give it away. If you give to us, we will give it away. If you are watching this clip, I thank you. If you've gotten this far in the clip, I thank you. And at the end of the clip, there will be a hyperlink that you can click on if you feel led to give. So thank you very much.